Hello.
Hi.
I'm back.
Yes, you are.
Will's not.
Again.
Again. Episode 30.
Well done. Well remembered.
Did I? No.
That could be 31. I don't know.
No, I think it's
I've lost
30.
track. Anyway, fuck it. Will's not here. Whatever happens.
Yeah.
Will's not here. So, if anybody is listening to this and you fancy being a podcast presenter, drops a line because we potentially have a space.
I think it's safe to say we do have a space.
I think we do, yeah. I think we'll have to have a conversation with management afterwards and fire his ass.
But we've got a better looking
We
person here
have
today.
the perfect replacement.
It's not me.
I wasn't even going to consider you in that conversation, mate.
Cheers, mate. Thanks for that.
Vish Chohan, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you very much.
How are you,
Thanks
mate?
for having me.
Good to
yeah,
see you.
good, man. How are you?
Good. Yeah, we're all right. Stressed, but yeah, we're good.
Stressed? Why are you stressed?
Lack of presenters, mate.
Listen, I'm here.
But you've saved the day. You've saved the day. Vish, great to have you on, mate. You've been with us from the start of all this craziness.
Yeah. I think that when we went to Broad Street as three.
Yeah.
The first social evening.
Yes. Yeah.
I do remember that one.
Long time ago.
It was just three of us, wasn't it?
Yeah. 3 billion no mates.
2 years ago?
Yes, come up
2 years.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's gone quick. That's
Yeah.
seriously quick.
That's flown by. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's just how time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it? But no, mate, great to have you with us.
Yeah.
We've been looking forward to this for ages. I know we spoke about things before and trying to get stuff done, and
Yeah.
life gets in the way
It
and
does.
everything else, so we'll come on to that in a bit. But no, it's really good to have you with us, mate. And Vish came to the best walk that we've had so far at Kumabi because he provided a curry breakfast on the
I've
Sunday
heard
morning.
about this famous
And
curry
he-
breakfast.
He says to me, I'm thinking of bringing some food for lads. I was like, okay. He said, do you fancy a curry and rice breakfast? Fucking hell yes.
Mate, honestly, curry and rice for breakfast is the best.
It's how you
It
should
doesn't
start
mean you fart for
every day. That's how you should start every day. Sunday was just perfect.
I feel
It was,
like I need to try this.
mate, Kumabi was besieged by floods. It was underwater. It was like full on wellies, galoshes, the works. I was in the car park with a tray of chicken curry and rice just to start the morning off. It was perfect.
If you remember, I actually came with the wrong attire, didn't I? I get carried through.
Yes, Keel had to give you piggyback through most of the lakes
You know
that
what?
formed.
That was completely my fault. I don't know why I thought I just wear like trainers that would just seep water. They're just like sponges on my feet, and then Keel goes, just hop on my back. I was like, I think I might need to. And he had a broken arm as well, didn't he?
You did, yeah.
Yeah, he still managed.
No, he
to-
had a broken wrist, mate. It was a
Yeah, one of
injury.
those problems.
Yeah.
Oh, special injury.
Yeah,
Man injury.
It's too much man time. Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, that was fun.
Wow.
Yeah, it was proper underwater. It's probably the wettest I've seen it. If you go on Facebook, in fact, you're on the website.
On the
the pages are on the
page.
Yeah.
website with Vish getting
Wow.
a piggyback. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're holding the banner up, aren't we?
Yeah.
The banner.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. What
It's
a
all good.
story.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I like this shit. It's like a calming presence is sitting there. Because we would have normally gone off calling each other ballends or...
Or call him Willabell then.
What? Yeah, he's not here. So,
Correct.
yeah,
He's
call him what you want, you ballend. But yeah, we've met 2 years ago, and since then you've been through a lot, health issues, things like that. So whatever you want to talk about, whatever you feel comfortable talking about, you feel free. I had this habit of just chucking the guests in the deep end. I did.
I like that. Chuck me in the
Rip
deep
the
end.
plaster off, throw you in, and then we ain't going to do
Well,
so
then we
much.
can sit down and talk and have a rest. And you
Yeah.
can
I
just...
can just ramble on. It could be a one-man show if you want it. I could do that for you.
I'm off.
Right? You want
Take
that?
that!
Taxi!
Quick! But no, wherever you want to start, mate.
Yeah. Well, me and Dan spoke a little while back about the confidence, right?
Yeah.
Confidence in
Yeah.
vitiligo, and most people know that. Well, in fact, a lot of people know that I've got vitiligo from a young age, from about 10. And with that comes a lot of negativity and a lot of negative comments and stuff. So the purpose of me wanting to come here and actually have talked to you guys is about how to overcome certain obstacles, like confidence issues especially.
Yeah.
Because you do get thrown in some shit, proper shit.
Yeah.
And like, when you're growing up as well, kids are pricks.
Correct.
They're absolute
I've
pricks.
got
Yes.
two. I've got two. Oh,
Yeah, you've got some, haven't you?
yeah.
Excluding
Yeah.
them.
It's not my kids so much, it's the kids they bother with and they go to school with. They are pricks.
They're more our generation kids. Like
Yeah.
when we
Yeah.
were kids,
Yeah.
kids were pricks.
Yes.
So we can say that.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
they've grown up, and some of them are still pricks.
Some of them grown up. That's why they're still
Yeah.
But you know, the funny thing is that when I first started getting vitiligo, this is where it gets really interesting, right? So I was 10, had nothing on my skin, and I went on a family trip to India. But just before I left, there was a tiny little dot above my right eye, or my left, I can't remember now. And that was in 1993, so it's quite scary when you go all that way back. So it was just before my 11th birthday. within the space of 6 weeks of me being in India, it went from literally just that small dot to all over my body.
Wow.
So you're then going back to, or I'm going back to primary school in the last year, and the kids that I see, again, like friends and or people that I haven't befriended yet, are like, what the hell's that? What's on your face?
Yeah, you didn't know that before you went away.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And like one kid said to me, did you drop milkshake on yourself? I was like, yeah, because I just left it there.
Yeah, so
That's how I roll, yeah.
And that's when like you kind of get knocked for a six. You're like, is there something seriously wrong with me at 10? And then you go in and you're having summer holidays and you're thinking everything's all cool because you don't always see your regular friends.
Yeah.
Hitting secondary school with kids that don't know you, and you've got this skin issue that's just come from nowhere. No one else has got it. And you've got to remember, back in 1993, these things were really uncommon. Vitiligo wasn't really seen very much. But it was in the Asian culture quite a bit.
Yeah.
You did see a lot of Asian people with it. However, it was more the older generation. But when you're a kid, all these little fuckers around you are constantly calling your names, getting bullied.
Yeah.
And this happened for about 3 or 4 years straight. Every day there'd be something. There'd be name calling. Like I was called Apache Indian, which I quite like now. Because like it's fitting. It's fitting. I'm Indian and I've got patches, so it works. But then there was just like it wasn't just the mental abuse of like name calling and shit like that. It was more physical as well. So there'd be like people waiting like outside of school just like to chase me or to beat me or to do something. Somehow I managed to flip the script when I was about 15, 16, and I went on a family trip to Spain. This won't all change because throughout those years, these kids were just making a mockery on a regular basis. Like there was one incident in particular where I remember going into science class and I was the last one because I'd gone to the toilet beforehand, and 2 lads were waiting for me with those sachets of like ketchup and vinegar and stuff you get in the canteen. They literally like waited for me, opened the packets, smashed it all over my head, beat me up and left me on the floor.
Wow.
Smelling of vinegar. But what they didn't realise is that they got caught out by one of the teachers and both of them got expelled for it, which is great.
Instant karma.
Instant karma. Only if there was like YouTube back in the day.
Yeah.
Right? TikTok that'd be like 2 million hits in like 30 seconds. So, yeah, with all this happening, it did have a huge negative impact on me. Like I didn't tell anyone about it. I kind of suffered alone. And that was probably the biggest mistake I ever made. But when you're a kid, you don't know anything different.
No.
And coming from an Indian background, like having, like it's like a taboo. You don't really talk about your feelings.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, if you're not a man or you're not a boy or men don't talk about
deal
feelings.
with it.
This is exactly why, you know, we're here, right?
Yeah.
And I did suffer. And it took me a long time because to get over it, because, you know, going through these stages, like I'm seeing these white patches getting more and more prominent. I'm not going to say worse because I don't look at it as a negative now. So it was getting prominent. I could see it more visible, and a lot of people were noticing it more. But one thing I didn't want to do is show people that it was actually breaking me inside.
Yeah.
I could have spoken to someone about it, but I didn't. Big mistake. Because obviously there are thoughts that go through your head about, you know, whether it be, do I bother waking up in the morning again? You know, do I bother going into school? Do I bother telling mum and dad? Do I make them worry? So I wasn't just thinking about me, I was thinking about the implications on other people. But then it got to a point where I thought, fucking hell, man, do I really want to feel like this? I was 17. You know, I went to Spain. Prior to that, I went to another holiday, which I was going to get into before I digressed. I went to Paris with my family, and I realised that no one really cared about these white patches, but I was kind of like making it feel like people cared because they were staring.
You think you're getting that one stare where you think someone's making something that in reality they're not, but
they don't give a shit.
You're just like, oh, they're saying something.
Yeah.
You think,
I mean, there are people that do.
Yeah.
There are people that do, because there are people that are curious, and there are people that are pricks. But, you know, that's entirely up to them, as long as it doesn't affect me physically or mentally. I like that, them coming over and saying something. But it did, because there were people that did come over. However, like I was saying, when I was 17, I went to Spain on another family holiday. This was completely different. It was a coachload of Indians, which was hilarious.
Okay.
I'm waiting for the punchline.
Inappropriateness. We're not getting into that.
I can say it. I can say it. So we're all in this coach. It was me and my entire. So I've got my one sister, my brother, and my mum and dad. And we first started off with friends. And bear in mind, we're in this coach with people I ain't got a clue who they are. And a load of these are people my age, like 15, 16, 17, loads from Wellingborough.
Yeah.
And I thought, shit, my confidence just dropped straight away. I thought, they're not going to want to talk to me, they're not going to want to hang, it's just going to be me and my mum most of the time.
Yeah.
Like, Dad's quiet, he's a very quiet character, so like he just does his stuff as long as there's a bar nearby. Not anymore because he's quite old. but back then he was just quite chilling. And then my brothers, he was with me all the time anyway. But then I was like, these guys are just not going to talk to me. How wrong I was, completely wrong. They didn't care. They didn't care about my skin. They didn't care about how I felt in terms of like low confidence. So like, no, you're coming with us.
Yeah.
They actually literally put me under their wing. Like, things like getting in the swimming pool was a big thing for me because I never took off my t-shirt.
Yeah.
Never showed my legs because I was afraid that people were going to say something. But they were like, jump in the pool, and I was like, nah, I ain't doing it. So I used to sit with my legs in. And then one of the lads was, just take your t-shirt off because no one cares. And so eventually I did get in, but I was still nervous.
Yeah.
But that was the first time I spoke to a girl, like properly without like freaking out, because she weren't looking at my skin and thinking, what a prick. It was me thinking.
She was talking to Vish and she just, that was it.
It was just literally I went up to this girl and she was just sat there and we just started chatting. She's from Belgium. And we're still in touch now. In fact, me and all the people from Wellingborough were still in touch now.
Wow.
All these years later. See, I'm 43 now, and it was when I was 17. But the thing is, in my head, I was constantly saying, they don't want to know, this is just a temporary thing, you know, just a holiday, kind of like, we just hang out, and then after that...
After that, you're not going to see them again.
Yeah. But no, I've been over their house plenty of times, they've come to Coventry, you know, so we've kept this relationship. And that goes to show, you know, don't always, like, let yourself down and doubt yourself, because like, I really did doubt myself.
Yeah.
Now I just don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I really don't care. The transition period is the important part. And that's when like you go from being this unconfident kid to a confident kid to become a confident man.
Yeah.
There are days, I'm not going to say I'm perfect though, because I'd like to say I'm perfect, but you know, there are days where I feel like shit.
Yeah.
But it's not relating to my skin, it's got nothing to do with my skin, because that is just secondary.
Yeah.
You know, it's not even in a thought on most occasions.
Yeah.
Now it's more like, you know, bills and just general
Adult
everyday
life.
shit. Yeah, just
grown-up
like,
stuff.
Grown-up shit.
stuff. Yeah. So that becomes priority. You know? But looking after my parents, that's number one.
Yeah.
So all the other negative stuff like skin and that is completely secondary. So my point on this is like, I trained myself, I should say, to forget those people that are belittling me, that bully me. When I came back from Spain, I came up with that attitude because I realised no one actually does give the shit. It was just the people around me that were actually building that.
Yeah.
They were, because they were seeing me every day.
Yeah.
But outside those gates of the school, no one cared.
No.
That was just a temporary moment in my life.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
only a couple of years of my
Yeah.
life. But I was going home with those thoughts thinking, okay, this is how it's going to be for the rest of my life. No, it's not.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
changed that. You got to learn to flip the script. And after the holiday, I changed my hair. I changed my walk, believe it or not. Bit of a Joey Tribbiani kind of thing. like a deer, but I literally lifted my head up and I kept my shoulders like strong.
Yeah.
And that changes like your own perception of yourself, because
just how you carry yourself.
it does. And people were noticing that, and I was like, oh, okay, I can see a difference. I can see it myself. And that's when I had my first girlfriend, because this person saw that I wasn't this skinny little dweeb with patches.
Yeah.
That people were once bullying, and those bullies ended up being my friends. You know how things change, and now the funny thing is, years later, those bullies are asking me for jobs. So it just goes to show, like, if you, one thing I do every morning, and one thing I always say to anyone else that's going through a bit of a rough time, when you wake up in the morning, first thing, do your bed.
Yeah.
Don't leave your bedroom without doing your bed, because that is key, because that's how your day starts, because you're completing a task before you move anywhere. That's a tick.
Yeah.
Also, don't slouch. Slouching is so... yeah,
Sit up, man. Sit up.
You're around.
It's me, bollocks.
Yeah.
So slouching is a huge thing, because the thing is, once you get into that kind of persona, that's like you're constantly feeling like you're down all the time. Don't literally just lift your head up, and that makes such a huge difference. From the moment you go, and never hit snooze. Never ever hit snooze.
See, I'm fucked on all three counts there.
I can't. I never hit snooze. I'm always
Jen-
awake before my
Jen
alarm.
says to me, she's like, right, I'm going to make the bed. I'm like, oh, we'll just go. Now I'm making the bed.
If you're in it, it's different though.
Yeah, put the shot, get out of bed, make bed on. Yeah. And I'll sit on the sofa and do that. Torpedo down the sofa. Alright, mate, snooze. This is my fucking best friend in the morning.
No, see, that's different though. If you like relaxing, it doesn't really matter how your body is, as long as you're comfortable, right?
Yeah.
It's when you're walking around and when you're in presence of other people as well, because that is a perception. If someone looks at you and says, "Why is he hunched? Something's wrong."
Yeah.
I'm not saying hide what you're feeling, but it just helps you feel a little more confident.
It sets you up for the day, doesn't it? It makes you feel right. Okay, today is going to be a good day. It might not turn out that way, but
it might not. But we can't plan the rest of our day. But if you can start it off on a positive note, it sets the tone, right? Yeah. It's like any conversation you have. If it starts off negative, that's just how you're going to perceive the rest of the conversation.
You're just going to spiral the rest of the conversation.
This is what arguments are, right? Arguments are always a negative start of a conversation. And by the time you left the room, you hate your wife. Sorry, not my wife. But you hate someone.
Bottom line.
Yeah. You can't say that.
No,
she'll kick the shit out of you.
Yeah, I'm doing shit kicking.
If you're listening right now.
So have you ever sort of had someone come up to you and go, I've been struggling, or I've got a family member that has got the same, how would you talk to them? Or have you always had someone that's gone, I admire what you've gone through and I admire your sort of new attitude? Yeah,
absolutely. So on Instagram I do get quite a few DMs regularly from people that are suffering.
Yeah.
Because I don't class myself as suffering from the burps of the coke.
Easy.
Other brands are available.
So key in the bottom corner of the screen, alright.
Just kidding. DMs do come through quite a lot because there are like younger generation, especially kids, people in their teens, that do struggle with like finding out that they've got vitiligo. And I did actually a segment with Georgie May Foote from Coronation Street on BBC.
Yes.
And she has just developed vitiligo. So she came on with wanting to find out what the people had to go through to get to either be confident or how they are generally with dealing with it.
Yeah.
Because it's different for men and women. Because obviously women have makeup to cover up, men don't. I'm not saying it's easy for women. I do think it's personally a little bit more difficult for women.
Yeah.
Guys just get on with it. Yeah. But this is the trouble with get on with it, but they don't say it. Just talk about it. But I do get asked regularly, especially from parents, are there any creams out there? Are there any medications, or can you take any supplements to get rid of it? And I'm like, well, I've got it, so I can't get rid of it. There are things you can try, like vitamin B12. I mean, these obviously, anyone that is listening, I obviously recommend go see a dermatologist. I'm not an expert.
Yeah.
But vitamin B12 had helped me in the past. You can get UVB lighting from the NHS. Depending on the doctor you see, they can refer you to the hospital to get treatment. I personally found that I did UVB treatment, and I have told people to speak to the doctor because it can work. It did work for me, but then after a while I was like, I'm making this effort to go to the hospital 2 to 3 times a week. It's a lot of time out of my day.
Yeah.
I just started a business when so I'm talking 14, 15 years ago. Couldn't be asked.
Yeah.
I was happy. I am happy with my skin. So
and that's important.
That's
that sentence that's important. You're happy.
It's acceptance.
Yeah. You've accepted it, and you've gone. You know what? Bollocks to it. I'm going to embrace it and live my life.
You said the key thing there, embracing it. It takes a lot of years to embrace it.
Oh yeah.
But when you do, it's like you just literally hit the nail on the head. Like the penny just drops. And I think that's the important aspect of any kind of like skin disease or anything that's visible disability, you name it. Acceptance. Once you feel that you can deal with it, and it's technically it doesn't implicate you in any way. It doesn't make any difference to your life.
Yeah.
I can do anything everyone else can. I can do what you do. You know?
Yeah.
It's only what you want it to be.
It's what goes on in there when you're thinking about it, and like you say, you overthink things, and you're trying to think what other people's perception are, and then that's what stirs away in there. And
I want to touch on something actually about that, about what people's perceptions are. Like I went through this in all my life. I've obviously all my life from 10 years old, so 33 years of having vitiligo, and majority of that I used to think about what the other people thought. That was my life.
Yeah.
Not this.
Yeah.
Not this entity. Not me and my soul. It was other people's views and visions of me was my life.
Yeah.
Bollocks. That's not it. It's how you feel about yourself. That's the important thing. You know, you got to start by loving yourself.
Yeah.
Caroline Flack. Oh, the reason why I brought that up, she went through hell because of the tabloids, and she was thinking about what other people were thinking.
Yeah.
You know, that led to her killing herself, right? That was one of her points, suicide, and it's sad. Like, she was amazing, but people don't see that. Tabloids ruin that.
Of course, too.
Yeah.
However,
Good news doesn't sell, does it? And it's,
No.
you know, anything that they can pick up on and use against you, that's like, right.
That's it. But what they also didn't realise is that most people didn't see it that way.
No.
You know,
No.
that's the tabloids vision. But they're the most powerful tool in the UK, in the world. Like tabloids and paparazzi ruin your life. They can make it or break it.
Of course you can.
So she then obviously started thinking, this is what people see me as, because she's reading it. She's going into a shop, seeing the papers there, and it's her face on the front page.
Yeah.
So she's then had this negative thought of her own self.
Yeah.
And that's what she's believed. So that's it. Right, that's my way out.
Yeah.
But my vision was, it was like that for a long period of time. But then I was like, these people actually don't give a shit. No one gave a shit about my skin. One of my best friends said to me in Portugal a few years ago, we were playing, what's that weird rocket thing that you throw in the air near the beach? It's like a foamy.
It's like a foam ball.
That's
it. We were playing on the beach.
The Nerf rocket things.
That's it. Yeah. So they were like, I can't swim, right? Don't take the piss. But I can't swim. I'm rubbish.
You want to see me try and swim, mate?
Honestly, mate, it's like
It's
a brown or white
coming.
So they started throwing this rocket thing around. There's about 5 of us, 6 of us. And it goes towards the sea, and I'm like, I ain't going anywhere near it. And one of my mates was like, Vish, take your shirt off, man. Take your t-shirt off. And I'm like, nah, I don't want to. And he goes, do you think anyone gives a fuck about who you are? Right now, they're just going to see you once and go. You're never going to see them.
Yeah.
No one gives a shit. And I was like, you're right.
Yeah.
Absolutely, no one cares.
Yeah. You think how many thousands of people you pass a day when you walk around, and how many of those people do you remember? You probably count on one hand. And that's not because of any interaction. It's just something that, the colour of the dress they were wearing, or the hat they were wearing, or something will make them stand out. But then, like you say, it's a fleeting moment, and it's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
It's gone. But I do like it when people ask me questions. I do get people come over and say, can I ask you what that is?
Yeah.
And I really, really like that, because I think, you know what, they're interested. And instead of actually making a judgment, they're actually coming over and asking what it is.
Yeah.
And most of the time it's like, can I ask what it is? Because I've got a friend who has the same thing.
Yeah. And like I say, and that's the embracing bit. That's where you become comfortable with it, you've embraced it.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to turn this around. All those years of shit and abuse and everything else you've got, right now I'm going to use that and educate you at the same time. And
Exactly. And it feels good helping people and actually helping them build confidence. I had a lady message me on Instagram a little while ago saying that she had vitiligo on just her belly area, and she loves going to the beach. This is actually a woman from America who just come across my profile and saw the video on BBC, and she goes, I've got it on my belly. You know, I used to wear a bikini, but now I wear a swimsuit because I want to cover my belly all the time. She goes, how did you get over it? And I go, well, firstly you got to accept that you got it.
Yeah.
And it may spread, it may not spread. Some people have it and it disappears.
Yeah.
I have family members that have it and then it's disappeared, or it's just stayed the same.
Yeah.
But I go, don't stress about that, because, like I said, no one really
Yeah.
bothered about
No one
it.
gives a
It's
shit.
besides you.
Yeah.
And then a couple of months later, I get a message from her saying, I'm sticking with my bikini now. Forget the swimsuit. And she goes, I feel great.
Yeah.
Because you train your mind to actually either be negative or positive about certain aspects of yourself. I don't give a shit.
And again, it's we spoke about things that aren't under your control. You can't do fuck all about them. You just got to accept it.
You've got to go with it and just live your life and be happy. Like, my skin's terrible. I suffered as a teenager with spots all on my back. I've got scars. I don't care. If I'm going on a spa weekend or to a pool or whatever, the top comes off. I don't give a shit what I look like. Yeah. I'm happy. I'm with the kids. I'm with the wife.
Moves out.
Moves out. Yeah,
Do
go
it.
for it. Why not? But I don't care anymore. But I used to get bullied every day at school, like yourself. And I used to think, fucking hell, here we go again. I'm going to get called this name, that name. And I just went, you know what?
It gets boring after a while.
I was like, yeah, you called me that yesterday, mate. I don't give a shit now. You've told me what you said. Right, just deal with it.
Yeah.
Now, tops off. Go for it.
See, the thing is, you can teach your kids this as well. You can teach them that confidence on how to carry yourself.
We always say in our house, express yourself. Don't be scared to express your
100%.
feelings. If you're feeling angry, let it out. If you're feeling happy, laugh, cry, whatever. Don't be scared to show your feelings. It's important.
Yeah.
And they go, yeah, Dad,
And that's
I'm feeling a
key.
bit down today. Let's talk about it. They go, oh yeah, oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
And they'll forget about it 10 minutes later and they're going off playing.
That's it. You know, just the other day I was playing with my nephews, and one of the youngest nephews, only one, under the table, lifted his head up and banged his head. And he looked at me, and I just smiled at him. Because I was expecting him to cry, I just smiled at him, and he just giggled back.
Yeah.
And like, that was his way of dealing with it. I know for a fact if he didn't smile at him, he would have just cried.
Yeah.
But it's how you also interact, you know.
Yeah.
But
Your
I know
reaction and how you deal with stuff. And,
Yeah. And I know for a fact if he went, oh, I'm so sorry, are you okay? He would have just burst in tears. So again, you've got to be kind to people, and that's it's a two-way street.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to be nice and if you want to feel good about yourself as well as other people, just be kind.
Yeah.
You know, there are pricks out there. We know this.
Yeah. But you are never going to change that. Whatever you say or do, they are a prick. That's their
It's just life.
That's what they do, and
That's
that's
their
their path.
problem.
That's their journey. Let them get on with it. But like you say, you can't affect other people other than just express your happiness and your kindness. If they reciprocate, happy days. If they don't, fuck them.
Yeah, totally. So I tell you one thing that I did, and this was probably the pinnacle of my confidence. Like, I went to see Lenny Kravitz. I'm talking 20 years of shit when I say it like that. About 20 years ago, at Wembley Stadium, I went with two of my friends, and for some odd reason, I don't know what happened. The tickets were muddled up, and this was back in the day where we didn't really use the internet as much as all done by either phoning up and like Ticketmaster was a phone calls back.
Yeah.
And the entire row of people in the arena, my seat was on the end and their seat was on the far end, and there's probably like 50 people in between. And I was like, I want to sit with them, and they were like, we want to sit with you. So I actually ended up speaking to every single person on that row. Checked it, and everyone
Swapping
moved.
tickets as you go along.
Everyone moved. Every single person moved down one seat. That's all I needed them to do, and I was polite.
Yeah.
And if I was going to kick off about it, I can guarantee nothing would have
Yeah,
happened.
you'd be still sat that.
I would
Yeah,
have
exactly.
Into where everybody else was.
Hence the point of being kind. Be kind to anyone. You just get what you want.
Yeah.
And it's actually a nice feeling. It's a real nice feeling.
Well, we've had it at like events that we've done together and the fun day. You get that one comment, or that man always sticks in my mind when he came over to the stall and he went, look, I've been pacing up and down for 20 minutes walking past. I need to talk to you. And he spoke to us. He walked away, and me and him literally about crying in the tent, because we went, that was a turning point for us. We went, we've done something good here.
Yeah.
And we were on a high for the rest of the day, weren't we?
Yeah.
We sort of went, wow, and he went to his wife and gave him a hug, and you could see in that moment he needed that, but we needed that as the recognition for the hard work that we've done. And we went, we've done something good here. And we get the emails saying podcast is great. It's helped me. It saved my life. Text message. Well, you've been on a walk, lads. I needed that.
Yeah.
That walk, I needed that today because I was feeling the lowest. And you think, fuck it.
Well, we say
We're making a difference.
Come in here, don't we? We come in here and it's
for
like,
us.
it's like Tuesday's like, this is sweet because I need this today, or I had a shit day, or something's happened. It's like you come in here for an hour, you forget about it, you talk about it, and then you bounce off each other. These two, and it works both ways. When Will's here.
One.
Sorry, mate. Yeah. So we bounce off each other, and by the end of it, you've forgotten the shit that's gone on, and you're like, and that's the rewarding bit, because you can see the difference in when we sat here. You can come in down here.
You walk out,
shit,
you're absolutely
yes. Yeah.
It's what's needed.
Of course it is. That's what we do it for.
Well, one day we'll get paid.
Don't look at me.
It's rewarding. It's rewarding enough, right?
No, it's good. I enjoy it. From a pipeline I drew down the pub one night.
From a stupid idea. Let's do a podcast. Here we are. Yeah.
Great idea, though.
Thanks, mate.
Fantastic idea. I mean,
we'll take that. We'll have that.
Honestly, it's great. Plus, you get me as well. So.
Absolutely.
Even better. Look, they complete.
No, and that's the weird thing. You get people like, well, can I come on? You're like, yeah, okay, of course you can.
We're now thinking like weeks in advance, because we've got so many people that now want to come on the podcast. You go, right, we can't fit you in that week, but next week, you can go, oh, okay, fine.
Brilliant.
But it takes off.
Yeah.
We're in what? Spain.
It's a good way of actually like hearing different kind of like ways that people have gone through either tough times or
and that was the whole idea behind it when we thought about doing it. It was like, how can we get more people to come to the social nights? Because they put off coming to the social night thinking, I don't want to talk to a bunch of strangers about stuff that's probably personal and I don't really feel comfortable talking about it. All right, well, you know what the social night's like. We'll just sit there and rip the piss and wind each other up for an hour.
Talk shit.
Talk shit. So it was like, right, okay, how do we put that across? And it was like, well, let's do a podcast and let's get people get the idea of what we talk about and the range of stuff that we've got experience in, or we know people that have gone through things, and let's do it that way and try and get the voice out that way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's really working.
Fantastic job though. I mean, I've seen that group like grow on a regular
Oh, it's gone
basis.
crazy.
It's growing and growing and
I
growing.
mean, I'm on an Xbox sort of game at the minute with a new couple of people to play with, and they went, "You do a podcast, don't you?" I said, "Yeah." So Mark, I know you listen. He listened from the first episode. He did 10 episodes in a day, just to try and catch up. I went, "That's dedication."
Wow,
Mate.
I don't think I could do 10 episodes.
So
of us
there's
talking
Mark,
about
who's there's a couple of lads that
Need a
listen
long
to
drive,
it, and they just went, "You just normalise talking about mental health. We don't sit here and ask a question and wait for a response and ask another. You just talk like normal people down the pub." I said, "That's how to get the most out of someone in that time.
Yeah.
You just talk to them like they're a normal person."
That's it. Which we love.
So
that's a shout out. I said I was going to give him a shout out, so I've got
I
it.
like shoehorned that in.
Shoehorned it in, mate. Yeah, you got it.
Getting pro at it.
So
Yeah,
fast
like
forward to now. Obviously, you've been through your health issues. If you want to talk about it, by all means.
Yeah.
How are you now?
Great. Absolutely brilliant. And in fact, speaking of health issues, so I thought I had a stroke back in November and ended up in hospital for a good 2.5 months, thinking obviously I was dead.
Yeah.
So most of November I don't remember, but so I had an infection in my pancreas that I didn't really have a clue about, which then doubled in size, filled with liquid, and now I have 2 stoma bags, which are coming out soon. But there could have been 2 ways I dealt with this. One, which was the horrible way of dealing with it, is just to feel sad and feel sorry for myself throughout the entire time.
The down and out thing,
Yeah.
isn't
Down
it?
and
It's the-
out.
oh,
Yeah.
Press
we
Which
go.
is easy to do.
Press the fucking
Yeah.
button. Yeah.
Which is so easy to do. Because I remember the first week I was there, it was just surreal. It was like being in a dream. It was like, one minute I'm awake, then I'm like dreaming. I remember, and I do remember this vividly. Have you seen this? It's on Netflix. It was about these. I can't remember the name of the show now. Flip. I love watching it. Anyway, I believed I was in a show and I was part of this cast.
Yeah.
And I actually got up and walked around telling people I was part of this cast.
Wow.
Wow.
No joke. I was going around saying, I'm part of the cast. They're filming here tonight. Where are they? And they're like, you need to go back to bed. And I was like, no.
You stay with everybody.
This is me actually believing this.
Do you want an autograph?
And I was
It's on
like,
your cast.
it was fucking weird. It was like the entire time was fucking weird. And I genuinely believed this. And I remember going back to my bed thinking, I'm being set up here. And then I'd fall asleep. And I'd wake up feeling like, was that a dream or did that happen? And the nurse would be like, yeah, you're up and you were talking about being...
You're talking bollocks all night. I'm going to tell you about
Netflix.
next.
Sorry. Sorry again.
And I was like, yeah, I was lashing out as well. That was the other thing, because it's your pancreas. So when your pancreas is going down, you hallucinate.
Yeah.
So anyway, all this was going on, but I didn't let it kill my spirits, because I know that if you have that moment of weakness and it consumes you, you're screwed.
Yeah, there's no fighting back from it.
There isn't. Plus, I generally have a positive mind anyway. That's why I like this group so much, because I know if I do talk to someone, I could probably listen and help them, point me in the right direction. But it was hard. Don't get me wrong, it was really hard, because you're waking up to the same thing every morning. Like you got these wires coming at you, you got drips coming out, going into you, medication I don't believe, feeling sick all the time.
Yeah.
Pain in your body like I've never had before. But I was still smiling. I had nurses coming up to me and said, "What are you smiling about?" I'm like, "I'm alive."
Yeah.
I'm alive, man. I'm
Yeah.
grateful.
Yeah.
A lot of people in that time would have gone, fuck this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just too
There
hard.
was.
I can't be
Fucking
dealing with this, I
time
can't
out.
do it.
Yeah.
No,
There was.
nurse, just end it.
There were people in the base that we could see them, they were just depressed and not talking. There was points where I was just getting out of bed and just talking to anyone and everyone.
Yeah.
Just even if it was just to say good morning or do you want a cup of tea? Because the tea lady will come and they'll just be lying on their side and I'm like, have a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Or have a water. And I just want to sit with them.
That was the exact thing I was worried about, because I got poorly during COVID. I was in hospital with COVID and got blue lighted from home in the ambulance to hospital. They were like, "No, you're freaking going in." I was like, "Oh, I'm alright." No, you're going to hospital. So blue lighted me from home to hospital. You go in. It was like something like fucking 28 days later. There was plastic sheets up everywhere. there's people on fucking ventilators, and it's
like from ET as well.
Like,
Scene
mate,
from ET.
I'm sort of bled on the bed, my blood oxygen was down to below 18. Every time they put me on oxygen, it'd come back up, take it back off, crash back down to the floor again. I was there, and I was like, this is shit. Felt like I couldn't catch a breath. It was like somebody was just standing on my chest all the time. And the day went on and on and on. Doctors were coming around and like, how you feeling? I was like, yeah, still the same. But all the time I'm looking around, I'm like, this is shit.
Yeah.
And it got to a point later in the day, he's like, right, we've tried on this medication. I think you can make it work. Do you want to stay in? And I looked around, I was like, get me the fuck out of here. Because if I don't get out of here, I don't think I'll ever get out.
Yeah.
Because I was in that mindset of, if I'm stuck behind this plastic sheet, there are people probably dying around me.
Yeah.
That's not going to be, I need to get out. And I had to sort of just, you find that, somewhere you find it, it's like, I feel like shit, but I'm not that shit, thankfully.
Yeah.
Like
but
Taylor
I
said on
need to
his
do something about it, and I need to sort this.
on his episode, it always sticks to me. There's beauty in hitting rock bottom
Good,
because you find out who you are in that pinnacle moment. You go, right, this can carry on, and I can probably not be here anymore.
Yeah.
Or I can go, right, okay, it's not that bad. There's always someone worse off.
Yeah.
And go, right, I'm going to fight this.
Yeah.
And that's what I found in my depression. Is when my granddad passed away. That was when I hit proper rock bottom. I didn't want to do fucking anything. I just sat back one day and I went, what am I doing? I'm wasting my fucking life here.
Mm.
And I went, no, doctors, sort me out. Never looked back.
Yeah.
And then I found Back and Forth, and look at me now, sitting next to you on a podcast.
Yeah.
The only way is up.
The only way is up.
When you're feeling that shit.
When you're
Yeah.
at that
I always
pinnacle
say
moment.
I dragged myself, and Jen had packed me a bag to take to hospital. It was fucking heavy. Packed me a bag of stuff, and I remember dragging, and they wouldn't. I mean, everyone was running around, everyone was swamped as they were. But I dragged myself back to the A&E doors at the hospital to ring Jen.
Mm.
So what are you doing? She said, coming home. You can't come home. I went, just fucking come pick me up. So she came in the car. I'm literally hunched over outside A&E trying to catch a breath from dragging my bag out. I put it in the car. The kids were, Theo was tiny. Theo's only a baby. Ray was upset in the car. I went, show me what you doing. Just get me fucking home because I ain't staying in there.
Yeah,
I need to get
COVID
out.
was a nightmare.
Just, but it's honestly just like you get that moment of, fuck this. This is not for me. I need to do something about it.
Yeah.
And I spent the next 5 weeks laid in bed watching Netflix, but it was I was
Every cloud.
Netflix completed, mate.
Completed Netflix.
Yeah, but it is, and you do find that, and it's that bit in your head that says, right, it's that fight or flight thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, you sort of like, right, go and do
Yeah.
something about it. Otherwise, I can see the path I'm going down, and I don't want to be on that. So yeah.
It's a hard one to get out of.
Yeah. Yeah.
It really is. I mean, I did the opposite to you. I forced them to keep me in.
Yeah.
So towards the end of me leaving, they were like, "You can go home now." I was like, "No, I'm not ready because I'm still not well." They were like, "No, you can go home." I was like, "Nope, not until I'm 100%."
Yeah.
I needed to make sure I was leaving fine.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to go back. So my fight was to not go back.
Yeah.
And to get out better.
Yeah.
So they did let me out once, and I ended up 2 days later with sepsis. So
Shit.
after that, I was like, I ain't fucking going no.
Yeah, I'm having the full clean bill of health before I get
so
out.
you can drug me up to the max. Outer Banks. That's the series I was in my dreams.
Outer Banks. Yes.
Outer Banks.
Go yeah.
I'm gonna have to start
I was a
watching.
black
Going,
dude.
where is he? Where is he?
I was actually a black dude in my dream as well, and these nurses were telling me that I was black, but I'm not. So it was really weird.
Get me some of what he was on.
Bridget, get me some of that. No, it's amazing,
But
mate.
you know, overall, people say to me, like, "What was your experience like in hospital?" It was shit, but it was good at the same time because I was there for the right reasons and I healed.
Yeah.
I healed, not fully healed, because the rest of that I could do it outside.
Yeah.
And there were times where like, I just go home and give someone else the bed. But then I'm going to go home, I'm going to come back in a couple of days ill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've got to think of it that way.
Yeah.
You know, it's like with anything. Like if you cut yourself, you want it to heal before you take like, the plastic.
Yeah.
So it's that kind of thing with your own body. And now, one important thing I tell everybody is listen to your body.
Oh,
Listen to your body, and especially now that we're all over 40. You're over 40?
no,
No, he's just a
32.
baby, mate. He's nowhere near yet.
I
I
know
know he looks
I
like- he
look
looks
it.
like
When
it.
when the beard comes off next week, mate, I'll look 18.
Genuinely, I thought you were 48.
Yeah.
No, I'm only
40.
joking. I'm joking.
I'm glad that's been recorded. We'll keep that for future prosperity.
Not coming back. No, it is important just to listen to your body and go, that doesn't feel right. I'm not feeling it today. Footwork, take the time off. I say it, my bosses hate me for saying it. If you're not yourself and you don't feel you, go off work and find yourself, heal, go for a walk, sit and watch Netflix, play on the Xbox, do something that makes you happy. There's always another job, there's not another you.
Yeah.
It's important to do it. I didn't do it for years, I've struggled through it and fuck me that.
But if you found that, like, this is what I personally think, that if you are feeling low, you've got to accept the fact that you are feeling low as well, because if you don't
try
don't
and bullshit yourself.
it,
Don't bullshit it and go, no, I'll be
you're
alright.
going to end up with
No.
boiling point, right? You're just going to flip, and it's usually on your loved ones that you like take it out.
It comes back to that embracing it again.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like that. I'm feeling that low. Okay.
What
Now
can I
that's
do?
in my head. What do I do to get?
Yeah.
How do I get the help, or how do I get myself back?
So there's always a solution, right?
Yeah.
There's always a solution, and talking is a really good one.
Yeah, it's normally a text to each other and go, mate, I might be a bit quiet, I'm having a shit day, and you go, you alright, do you need anything? And it would, it's like fucking mute.
Yeah, fuck off.
No, that's how we deal with it though, isn't it? We bullshit each other every day and we'll just take the piss out of each other, but it's when we have that normal conversation of morning, are you okay? You go, you're not right today.
It's like Ryan said last week on the podcast, you know, you got your mates and you got your close circle of mates, and if people read our text messages, they're like, you fucking horrible bunch of bastards.
Yes. Yeah.
But that's us normalising stuff.
Yeah.
And like you say, if you started with, all right lads, how's everybody doing? It'd be like, what the fuck's going on with you? You know,
are you okay, mate?
Yeah, and that's where it starts. But yeah.
Wow, what a story. Thank you, mate. We wanted to get you on for a very long time.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to today.
Yeah, I have.
I just can't wait to see the new merch he's making.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
Yeah. You love shiny things, don't you?
Yeah, I love shiny. I'm like a magpie. Now, you've heard the podcast. We have a love spud section about what's pissed you off this week.
Don't look at me like that. I know what yours is. Don't even look at me like that.
Do you know what mine is?
You mentioned it last night.
I can't remember.
After the text message conversation we had about walks.
Was it the micro penis thing again?
No, that's standard practice.
That's just stumble.
That's what he saved my phone as.
I knew it.
Little micro dick.
Uber is my new enemy.
Oh, okay.
So
you did
well,
a good job, or?
no, technically it's my fault.
Okay.
Right.
McDonald's app.
Right, hang on. Before we
fucking
start,
here we go.
is this another self-inflicted love spurs? Because
Yes.
we decided last week that if you're saying something has gripped your shit and you're at the cause of it, it can't be a love spurs.
All right, I've been a knob.
Standard.
So
you might miss some more.
I thought, as a treat, I'll order the kids at McDonald's. You know me in you know me in technology. At the best of times isn't great.
No.
Thanks, Fish. So I ordered it. Happy Meal, whatever the kids want. Pressed pay.
And Happy Meal and whatever the kids want.
Oh,
So
I had the Happy
Meal
Meal.
for
Yeah,
you.
yeah, Sam.
Good observation. I didn't know spot that.
He spots everything when it comes to me, mate. So press checkout. Oh, it's not gone through. We'll refund you. Oh, fuck's sake. So I quickly did it again. Press checkout. Went through. Right, okay, yeah. So 20 minutes later, the first order comes round. Right, yep, cheers, mate, thanks for that. Another 10 minutes goes by. Knock at the door. Oh, is your second order? I said, no, I only ordered one. He says it's gone through twice. So the app said it had cancelled, but in reality it hadn't cancelled.
Shit.
So I've just spent £45 worth of McDonald's, to which I had to message Bridget at work, going, can you check the bank account, please? To which I got a text back going, you're an absolute fucking mong. What have you just done to the joint account? So I had 4 bags full of McDonald's food in my house.
Did you indulge?
Yeah, I had a lot.
Of course you did. Look at him. He's put 45 quid worth of McDonald's away in there.
He's a walking Happy Meal,
I
right?
am a walking Happy Meal, and I've got the toys. So yeah, that's, I wouldn't say love spuds, but that's me just being a bit heavy-fingered. Much to the wife.
Says the bishop to the nun. I've got a little one. I can't really get into a lot of it because it...
Is it an off-podcast one?
No, because you know about it. You know, well, you know what we do and why we're here and what we try to help blokes with. And I just got a little bit vexed this week by another group that purport to do the same as we are.
Who shall not be named.
And then find out that how they talk to their group, their community, when they have their evenings, the sort of toxic atmosphere and the way they get bullied into talking even if they don't want to talk.
Wow.
It rubs me the wrong way. We're trying to do this for the right reasons and we're trying to support each other and we're trying to help other people. And then when you've got a group that's supposedly set up to help those people, are pretty much
Hindering.
bullying them into saying something, even if that isn't their issue. You know, I got the impression that if one person was to come to the group and say, right, you talk about it, fucking rah rah rah, this has set me off this week, this is my problem, blah 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 blah. After 5 minutes, it's that toxic that other people in the group that wasn't their issue has now adopted it as their issue, and they're going out from the session in a worse place than they are. So yeah, that's angered me this week, and I'm trying to wrap my brains on how I can resolve that and do something about it. Which
We
is
just keep doing what we're
in
doing.
the background. Yeah, our stuff aside, but in terms of their governance and what they're doing, I think that we do something about it.
Will we go to war?
No, I wasn't thinking that extreme. I was just thinking.
Oh no, I'm not joining up. Don't worry. You trust me with a gun. Fucking hell.
Just suggest it and leg it.
Yeah. Just
I'd run sideways, mate.
So yeah, no, that's mine. It's the lack of support from support groups.
Nice.
It's hands, isn't it?
Yes.
It's not really support groups, it's just a group.
Yeah. Just trading on a name. Yeah. Quickly moving on before I drop myself in the shade.
Yeah, I really want to know.
That's a lot of podcast chat. We'll finish that there on.
Done.
Come on, Fish.
Oh,
Something
you're
must
mine.
have pissed you off.
Yeah, actually.
Oh.
This
Oh,
thing really
ease
rubbed
this.
me up the wrong way.
Oh.
It actually wasn't. I got pissed off for someone
Ooh.
because they actually came to visit me at my office to give me a quote on something, and they literally parked outside and pressed the buzzer to notify me that they're coming in. Obviously, I'll go and let them in. In that time, they've driven their van from outside where the buzzer is, came through the gates. They got a parking ticket, and I said, "Can you send me the image of the parking ticket?" And they're like, yeah. They're like, why? And I was like, just send it over because you can't have got a parking ticket. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
They actually parked where the buzzer was to buzz me, and got a ticket in that spot. Hey, now how are they supposed to come in without pressing the buzzer?
Yeah.
Are they supposed to press it whilst moving?
You just go in those little pickers, lean out the window and
Yeah,
like,
press
tap it on the
fuck
go.
off. So that really pissed me off because I was like, that's a real innocent move, and he's got a fine of 50 quid.
Yeah.
60 quid, which goes to 100 quid after 14 days. And I was like, that's just not on. So I got in touch with them, and they're like, well, we shouldn't have parked there. I'm like, how is he supposed to buzz me? No one else has ever got this ticket before. So that pissed me off because it was just a real innocent move, and it's just not fair on the person who actually was coming there to quote me.
Yeah, and it's gonna fuck them off in coming to you again.
Yeah, they've got a job out of me as well, so
Yeah.
I will be paying them, but I feel bad if they have to pay. I'll give them the money for it, even though it's not my problem. But I just felt bad for them because I was like, it's just not on. They've come to like do their job and they were innocently just pressing the button. Just to come into a fucking
So if we ever go
car
to
park
Vish's
is-
place, I'll get out and press the button and get the ticket. You can pay it.
Oh, I do. Last time I go, I'll park around the corner and walk.
See, you do this from now on. That was just really like pissed me off. That was it. That's about it really.
That's a
Other
good
than
one.
that, I'm
That's a
chilling.
good one, though.
Good.
Yeah, that's a bit different.
Yeah. No,
Weren't
I wasn't
expecting that
before.
one.
No, I didn't.
No.
Now, apparently you've got a special mental mailbox.
I do have a special mailbox. Surprise time.
Oh, even I don't know this.
So we are, as you know, we're constantly looking how to grow and how to reach other areas and reach out to blokes that need us.
Yeah.
Which is part of the project that is going on in the background that we're trying to work on.
Yes.
John Barrett, God bless him, old John, co-founder,
Yeah.
messaged me yesterday. He had a guest up over the weekend who went on the walk on Saturday at
Yeah.
the Memorial Park, who lives in Exeter. And is so keen on what we do and impressed by what we're doing, and having gone through issues himself,
Yeah.
wants to set up a war in Exeter
Fantastic.
under the Back and Forth name.
Wow.
Yeah, so another new area.
Oh yeah, has this gone out? This is my first social night.
It will be, yeah.
Fucking hell.
Oh, you steal my thunder now.
Sorry.
Fuck you.
I have a habit of doing that.
Yeah. So that's what we
That's
are. So that,
amazing.
yeah. So there's
Growth.
potentially, yeah, it's a bit more, yeah.
Isn't it funny though how we said from the start Coventry rugby, and now all of a sudden we've got a social night in Bedworth.
Have we got social night Bedworth?
Tonight, or haven't you listened to it? And then now we've got Exeter, so we're slowly spreading our wings.
Don't forget Connor in Scotland.
Connor in Scotland, soon to be Tom.
Soon to be Tom in Scotland.
When we find out,
Yeah.
God, he's going.
Yeah.
We are
I wonder if Tom will turn up for as many walks as Will's turn up for podcasts.
probably more.
Yeah.
I think we can remind Tom. Fuck you, Will.
Anyway, mate, come on, drum roll. Thursday night. What's happening on Thursday night?
Oh, it's my first social. It would have been my first social night.
Yeah.
I mean, the team at the Civic Hall have been, I cannot thank them, they've been fantastic. I did an event on the 13th of April? No, 19th of April. And every member of staff that are volunteers there, because they're a charity themselves, they all come over and shook my hand and said, we need this. The community needs it. And I went, fucking hell, shit, I better not let everyone down.
No pressure on you for
No pressure.
tonight. This is where my head goes to fucking right.
Tonight. But
yes.
we're going to be doing a live podcast there.
Yes.
We just need to confirm date.
Yes.
So.
Which nicely brings on the fact that Vish is on. So
Yeah,
Vish,
so if you want to
later in the year, we are planning on a live audience podcast at Bedworth Civic Hall, where we're going to set the table up. Taylor's going to bring the studio to us, so he says. I'm leaving that with him because that's his department.
He can produce it. Yeah, we'll just turn up and talk.
We will have on stage, table, mics, lights,
Beer.
beers, soft drinks, other drinks are available, and get our guests back on for a sort of 5-10 minute segment. Have a chew the fat on stage.
Sounds like a plan. I'm up for that.
Hopefully a bit of comedy. If I can talk to the right people.
Bit of comedy, bit of dog barking.
I've got a new one this week. Don't you worry, you wait for the ending.
Okay, brilliant. Yeah.
I think it's nice to let the audience see what we do.
Well, we've got to get an audience first. It might just be us.
Mate, I don't think you can have a problem getting an audience.
We'll find out.
That's a good point.
We'll find out. We'll be excited.
I'm excited for it.
I'm excited.
We've got Fun Day coming up.
Fun day.
That's
You'll
in
be in
full
shade
swing.
next week.
Don't keep me in mind. This time next week.
You'll be bald.
Are you doing your hair as well?
No. That wasn't in the contract.
I think you should just
That wasn't in the
Do
contract.
it.
Don't.
When
Bridget.
you saw Rob downstairs on the way in, you could see how excited he was to get his hands on your beard next week.
Bridget is crying.
Oh, is Rob doing it?
Yeah, Rob.
Yes, I know Rob.
So we're going over there, live podcast or live recording again over there whilst.
I'm going to go and see him after here actually, so I'll tell him to just take his hair off.
Yeah, I mean, if he just slips with the then
Accidentally.
it's got to come off, isn't it?
Yeah.
Otherwise you look so.
You know what said you can come back?
It's alright, mate. I still know Rob.
Shit. No, I lost fair and square and cheated.
You didn't lose fair and square, mate. You lost because you cheated. We keep coming back to this
I
again.
used the questions and answered to my
No, you
advantage.
cheated.
Potato.
You cheated. It's almost like the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Get some bloke coughing in the back. Yeah.
But no, I enjoyed this one. I
Yeah,
was
it's good.
looking forward to this one.
Don't be hasty. We've got walk on Saturday. Don't forget the walk on Saturday. Holton. Yes, 10 o'clock. Usual meeting place. 2 to 4.
Thursday social for
Thursday. Ooh, yeah. No, not that. No, not yet. Easy.
you. Oh,
That's the 15th.
Is that in the works?
15th of May is the first
For
new
me.
one in rugby.
what else we got going on?
Then
Talks.
We've
Mental
got
health week.
talks. Yes, Mental
Oh,
Health
here we
Awareness Week from the 12th to the 18th of May. So we're doing some few bits and pieces.
I'm
You're
off to
doing
Walkers.
Walkers crisps.
Hopefully I'll get
You
a-
best come back with some free samples.
You've got to come back with samples, mate. Dude, especially with your appetite after 27 McDonald's.
45 quid at McDonald's. Think how many bags of crisps I would have bought you.
I'll do my best.
Can you imagine that? How many multi-packs?
Oh, I can get through crisps like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's my downfall.
I need to gain weight anyway, so that's perfect.
There you go.
Yeah.
So,
I'll help you. We're
So
gonna
if you
fight
come
for-
along with me and said, on medical grounds, we need as many crisps as possible,
I can do that. I can cry as well on cue.
on demand.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
sorted.
Job
But
done.
we have been inundated with requests over email. Yesterday and today we've had emails from, which is good. It's a good busy, but unfortunately,
We
due
can't
to
cover
work,
everything.
full-time jobs that we do, we can't cover. As much as we'd like to say yes, we just can't.
So please don't stop emailing.
No,
we'll
always
try
email.
and do as much as we can. But bear with us if we say we can't cover that one.
It's just busy, isn't it?
Yeah, he's busy. He's good busy though.
It's a really good
He's
busy.
good busy. Yes.
I think that's it.
I think that is it.
We caught up.
Yeah.
So now does Vish know the ending?
I hope
he
he does.
should do by
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, by the way, am I taking Will's position? I think I should, shouldn't I?
Well, today
I
was your
would
audition,
say-
mate. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the audition.
front runner.
Lovely. Right, yeah, done. We'll see you later.
That could be the new outro because he's never here.
Yeah, we'll see you later.
We'll see you later. No, Vish, it's been an honour, mate. Thank you.
Likewise,
It's
mate.
been
It's been a pleasure
fantastic.
having you on.
I've enjoyed it. I just hopefully that people can take something away from what I've said. Really.
Yeah.
Don't let me order McDonald's.
Yeah, don't let you anywhere near any technology. It's fucking.
Especially
Yeah,
apps,
it's true.
McDonald's apps.
Yeah, it's true. And flat pack furniture. I can fuck off and on.
Yeah.
Just touching on like that can get fucked.
Again, mate, that's self-inflicted.
No, this was Bridget. No, this is a wife loves spuds now. No, actually, no, I daren't.
That's
I'll
brave.
stop myself.
Yeah, that's brave. Leave that there. Park
She
it.
wants to come on soon. We need to organise the ladies
Yes,
one.
we do need to get the ladies.
But again, we need Will here. So Vish can do it.
Vish can come in.
Sound done.
Vish can referee. Yeah.
Yeah, nice knowing you, mate.
Yeah.
Not about boys. So we'll
Yes,
leave it
up
to
to
you
you,
to do
Vish.
the outro.
I'm doing an outro.
Yeah, all the guests always do the outro.
What do you want in the outro?
Ah,
see?
see?
I can do an outro if I can make a lot of crap up as well.
We have a particular saying that goes out on the end of every podcast. I don't know if you.
Oh, see, I get towards the end and I'm like, okay, I've heard it now.
Oh,
So,
right.
yeah.
She gets bored and switches off.
No, don't get bored and
Ah.
they're finishing, so I'm like, done, I go on to the next one. I'm so excited, you see, so I move on.
Right. In
Can
that
you believe
case.
that?
Wow.
Yeah.
He
Now
might
you
just
think
have slipped back down the front
Forget
runner
Vish,
or,
Will's gonna back.
Yeah, Will's
Yeah.
back next week. No, so we have an outro, which we say every week, because Liam has to be capped on how many C-bombs he can drop before we get censored. He's done really well this season. This season? This year.
I've not had one yet.
He's not had one since Christmas, so he's doing well.
Oh, we're talking see you next Tuesday, C-bombs.
See you next Thursday.
Oh, okay.
We
I do know about
is
this
to
one.
see you
Yeah,
next
yeah.
Thursday. So, if you'd like to see us out, Vish, then in your own style, please see us out.
I don't know how I can follow the see you next Thursday, but you know, it's been an honour. Absolutely loved it, and I would advise anyone who is listening to obviously follow the page on Facebook, Back and Forth MMH. Is it MMH?
MMH, yeah.
Email these guys. Definitely worth it. I mean, I've had great advice from you guys, so. But yeah, if anyone listening, see you next Thursday, and that's really.
Yes.